Hello everyone. I want to go through the camping trailer I built. It's an off-road camping trailer built off of a M101 A3. I purchased the trailer for $1,200, and this is about 6 months ago. And the trailer had a title and everything was set, so it can be registered as a regular trailer. So I built a whole shell or the body based on the same platform. It does look quite different now, but many components stay the same. And the main material I build it out of are plywoods. They're a little bit thicker than the 3/8 plywood, which did add some weight. So let's go over it, and I'll go through the electrical, the solar panels, fridge, food, showers, bathroom situation, as well as some of the changes I made to make it more towable on the highway. So let's go. Alright, so let's go from the front. So I have a Reese SteadyFlex weight distribution hitch, and some changes I made was I changed the coupler to a 2-inch ball rather than the pinto hitch. Many people disagree or so on, but the main purpose is to really make this towable on the highway and make it more safer to tow. So that's the reason. And also my Jeep, it is lifted with a rough country 4-inch long arm, so it does kind of sag in the back, even though I do have an airbag installed. But I can really feel it when I'm towing it. So especially I have quite a bit of stuff in this trailer, and you know, so that's the first changes I made, and working out great. I've been towing on the highway around 65, 70, and no issues at all with those huge military tires, but it is quite heavy. In the future I might change those tires over. I do have a smaller trailer tires that I want to put on, and I do have those, but I haven't put them on yet. And those tires itself is like 100 pounds each, which is quite heavy to replace, but they are run flat. Alright, so on the front you can see I have a propane tank here. I have another one on the other side. There are 20 pounds propane tank, and they're mounted right on the body. I do have it's just pretty much a bolt go through the body, and there's a washer on the other end to hold it in place. Pretty good. No issues holding it up. And on the front I have a toolbox that I bought from Lowe's. So in the toolbox what I have is, let me show you. So there's an empty spot over there. Actually I put my portable toilet in there. And the other end, this is a Dometic fridge. This thing is awesome. Holds quite a bit of food. Focus, okay. Holds quite a bit of food. Doesn't take up much energy to run. So I keep it plugged in, and then it's running off of my batteries. And you know, I don't even realize that I plugged it in because it draws so little energy. So let's close this. So they're just bolted through the back section to the metal body of the trailer. Now the trailer itself, the metal body is still there, and the only changes I did was I took out the tailgate and also removed all the canvas part the cross member and stuff like that. So what I have up here hanging is actually a solar panel. This is a solar panel that I recycled from a gentleman from Maryland. I bought them each for like 60 bucks, I think, and they're actually cracked. So the glasses are cracked, but however, they don't lose much efficiency. So I coated a layer of it's like a polyurethane, but it's much softer. So it kind of helps all the glass to stay together and keep the water out. So I have 3 solar panels. Each one of them are 240 watts. And this solar panels, I can move them down. I can move this very easily, just screw it out. And then I attach it to here, so it kind of goes like an angle. And it kind of acts as a, I would say like a wind deflector. It's more aerodynamic. So that's the front, and I have up there, I have a camera set up. It's a wireless camera, and I also have those cheap eBay floodlights on the front set up. I actually have lights all around the trailer, so at night I can flick them on from inside, and then I can use the camera to see what's going on outside if I hear any noise. So come up here. I have electrical plug. This is used to plug in my household. I use an extension cord like that and just plug it in. And then inside here, let me turn on the lights. So right now the solar panel is always on, and I'll go through the electrical part. And so right here, I actually just plug it in here. I plug it into this, and then I can just plug in whatever I need, so I can run off of 120 volts, or I can use my power inverter, which is this is a pure sine power inverter, 2,500 watts. It's plenty for what I need. So electrical parts. I'm not gonna go into too detail on what they are and what they do. I have 2, I think they are MPPT charge controllers. I have 2 of them. The reason I have 2 is one is supporting one solar panel on the front, and another one supports the 2 solar panels on the roof. So it's a separate system, and it's added fail-safe, of course, if you're out in the woods, and if you actually lose one, you can actually unscrew it, plug into the other one, and the connections are very simple. There's no spicing on the top, they're just connectors. I will show you. But here I have a switch that I can disconnect both solar panels to the charge controllers, and the fuse box for all my lights, water pumps, and things like that. So I do have a main switch. I shut it off. It cuts all the electricity to the trailer, and I have a resettable breaker over here, 250 amps rated, and that's my battery charger. I just plug it in. I do have 245 amp hour batteries, and they're pretty heavy. They're 150 pounds each, so it's hefty battery. And I haven't really run below 12 volts yet so far. And as you can see, the voltage are flickering because I am, it's pretty shaded here with trees and things like that, and I don't think it's making any power at the moment. Or am I drawing? I'm not really drawing any power. You can see I'm only drawing like 0.1 amp because of the LED lights. All the lights are LEDs, so make it very simple. So I do have lights over there. Power inverter. It's a pure sine wave, so it's all the electricity, all the 120 volts works pretty well. I just plugged them here. It has 3 plugs. I can remotely control them through this Ethernet cable inside the trailer, so I can turn them on and off. and I only use it for a couple things. My AC, to charge my laptop, and also run my air purifier. So that's that. Now move down over here. This is something I recycled from, well, not really recycled, but I bought it from eBay. It was pretty cheap. It was recycled from a used RV. It's just a door. So I just put them on the plywood, and I changed all the locks to like one key, so it's easier. And all of these components are lockable. As you can see, there's a lock here and two of those locks on two sides, so it's more watertight. And the seal. So this is actually, it took a lot of time and thought to how to build it. I wanted something like a seal that I can just pull out, replace in the future, so it's more maintainable. And this is what I came up with. I used this aluminum angles, and I just drill holes and then screw it right into the plywood. And in the section over here, I also glue them underneath, so it's kind of waterproof. And so all this goes around it, as you can see. And then this sheet of plywood just goes through it. And this sheet of plywood, actually, they're all waterproofed. I have the polyurethane all underneath to actually make it a little smoother. I also sanded some down, so it has a good surface, mating surface, so they don't have any water leak. So far I had been through many storms, rainstorms. There is no water leak into this trailer at all, and I think many things because of the seals. They're very good for what they are, and they really keep the moisture out. So that's that. So all this are hydraulically, this little hydraulic rod I got from eBay. Many things are from eBay on this thing, but kind of supports it, pretty nice. So the hinges, they're all marine grade hinges, very nice, no movement at all. So alright, now let me unlock this. Let's show you my, how should I call it, maybe garage. Alright, so you can see it's still, the body of the trailer is still there. I just use this little space to really do some storage, and anything helps, any little room that you have. So I have all the fuels and things like that for my Jeep in case something break down, and there's actually quite a bit of room. So alright, excuse me, let me close this out. Alright, so moving down. So what do I have here? So these are actually side steps for boats. So they have long screws going over them, and then there's actually a wood stud over here, and it screws right into them. And then it supports me fine. I'm 210 pounds, and I can climb up and down, no issues. So I also have a handle here to grab on, and so I can climb it down. So that's another LED light. This is a floodlight, those are spotlights, and it lights up the surrounding of the trailer. So let's go. So this is the tires. That's still the Humvee H1 tires, heavy tires. They do have a plenty tread left, but I get really shitty gas mileage. Also, on top of that, these things are pretty heavy as it is. So move down, there's another compartment here. Let me unlock this. Now they all use the same key to unlock, so the only ones that don't is those small compartment doors that I'll show you. So here, another storage. Right now it's empty. So I put this kind of carpeting inside. I got this carpet from Lowe's as well. Kind of, you know, make it a cleaner look. Now all the plywood I got are wasn't sanded, and they look really ugly. So I put this on, carpeting on, and everywhere has lights. And as you can see over there, I will show you inside how it looks. That's my AC. My AC unit goes around it, use extension cord to connect to the power inverter. And so this cover, I actually made it for this vent. You know, if it's really windy, I can use a magnet. These are magnetic. These are actually vent covers for your regular house vent. I tape them together and use a magnet to hold them on, as well as itself is magnetic, so it's pretty good. Clap right on there, and it keeps, you know, the wind out. Doesn't really, you know, isolate cold as much, but actually at least keep the wind out. Alright, so moving down over here, another little storage area. So all of them has lights underneath, and this one actually goes all the way through. So if you have fishing rods and things like that, you can just put it in, and it will keep it there. And all of them have those little RV style hooks that you can put them on. Actually, I'll show it to you how it works. Kind of difficult with one hand, but there it is. So it hooks it open so it doesn't smack you in the head. Alright. So vents. This vent, I actually came up with this idea. It's just a regular vent you see in the house AC. I screwed it on, and then I put some insulations in between here, so it's actually you know, watertight. There was some gap when I screwed it on because the way the vents are designed. So I put this over the AC. I have a smaller AC that I have. It's a window unit, and I just hook it up to run it through my the inverter. It works pretty well. So this is like a little rain shield thing, so the rain doesn't directly hit it and goes in there. Alright, I actually do have a AC drain here, and they don't come with a drain, so I drill a hole and then I attach the hose to it, so it actually drains out, and it doesn't really you know, you don't hear the water splashing sound. If you have a window AC unit, they don't have the drain. They will have those it will splash the water to the condensers to evaporate it, but which I didn't really like because it gets quite noisy. Alright, moving down here. Now what do we have here? So another compartment, right? Let me unlock it. Voila, a shower. How about that? You got a shower, right? This hooks up to a propane tank on the front. So the lines are pretty long. I can use it outside with my shower tent, and you know, it feed it off my main water tank, and my water tank is 33 gallons, so it's quite big. And over here we have you know, lights, all the electrical stuff, and as well as my water line going through it, and also acts like a storage, so I can put stuff in. You know, but you know, as you can see, the trailer is actually extended. Originally they are 8-foot long trailer, so it ends right at that arch over there, and I actually extended up here. I got an idea from the Conquer trailer they have for sale. Those are quite pricey, so I kind of want to build my own, and you know, that's what I came up with. That's about what, 2 feet long, a little over 2 feet extended. I tend not to store anything in the back while I'm traveling. I try to move stuff forward. The back is just acts as a storage when I'm parked. Alright, so those are one side, and let's move on to the back. Let me close this out. Okay, so as you can see, I'll have those marker lights. They're connected to my main lights through the 7-pin connector. 7-pin connector is already, it's used for 12-volt system, and all this just lit up when I'm, plug it in at night with when my light is on. They're really small lights, but it kind of give people an idea. Okay, there's a trailer here, but it's not like they can see it. All right, so move to the back. So I have this eBay fuel tank, and this is actually a 20-liter fuel tank, 5-gallon, and I don't know if it's 20-liter. Yeah, it's 20-liter. So I don't have any fuel here right now. It's just screwed to the back panel here. It's plenty strong. I have metal plates inside to hold it in place, and I have this anchor points. I can strap like some sort of straps to hold it in place when I have it filled up, just for insurance purposes. I have another spotlight here, and I actually have another camera here. They're all wireless camera, and they work pretty well. I can see everything inside. So move on to the back. So this is the back of my trailer. It's, I have those screw-on type brake lights in the back, and I have those two hooks for for added insurance. Beside it, just this RV locks that I purchased. I have 2 of them. They're really nice. They can lock inside. You can open it from inside and also lock them. But I really wanted added insurance, so I purchased 2 of those, and it just clamp on, holds everything in place. So down here I actually have those as you can see, the trailer body, and then up here you will see the diamond plating. These are very thin diamond plating. I just put them on there like so, just to help with rocks and things like that. So down here we have those 2 easy things. Ease lift RV lift. They are actually attached to the body. I have 2 of them. They go up to like 30 inches because my trailer was pretty high, and I purchased this 2 to actually stabilize in the back, and it works very well. It doesn't lift the trailer all the way up with those big tires, but I'm sure with my smaller tires I can actually lift the whole trailer up just with those 2 jacks in case I need to do tire replacement or patch a tire and things like that. So up here I have the Selenium Actuator. What do I use that is, I actually use that to lift and put down the stairs, and I'll show you how that works. So here, and my lights plug into my actual lights, lit up the trailer, the plates. So alright, so to open it, you just do that. You undo this one, you just pull it up, and voila, there you go. So that's how they work. You can lock them inside, right? You have deadbolts. And so what do I have? I actually have quite a bit of things here. I do have a TV. I have a soundbar. So this is a fairly light item, and I put them in the back. I can watch a movie in there. It's pretty nice, And I have those handles so I can close the door from inside, And so just an overview. It's quite messy right now. I just wake up, I had my breakfast, so it's I'll explain things that I have here that I use. And so let's look at the steers. So how does the steer work? It's very simple. I have these 2 deadbolts you just pull them out, right? And they're connected to the hinges down there. So I have a remote, and there you go. Now I do have to change the linear actuator. I think I kind of the quality is pretty crap on those things. I might put 2 on them. Right now there's only 1. It works fine, but it's, you know, quite slow for lifting the stairs up. So what do I have on the stairs? I have those 2 straps. They're very heavy duty straps. They, you know, they hold the stairs up. I can get on it no problem. Not worry about breaking the stairs. I do have some timing platings I put on the stairs, and it's pretty much painted it white. And let me put this remote away. Okay. Now, what else? Okay. So these are actually the struts. They're 200 pounds, and they lift up, you know, the whole door up. Very nice. The hinges I have, I actually got it from online. It's like a hurricane hinge that they use for the small teardrop trailers. All right. So those small teardrop trailers, what they use. Doesn't leak water. Same idea here, right? I have those aluminum channels going around. Ignore all this overspray, overpaint, and things like that. You know, it's there's all the channels that goes around it, and then this seal just goes on there like that. And as you can see, it goes underneath as well. And let me turn on the lights. All right. So what do I have here? Now, quite a bit of things going on. So let's go from left side, I would say. So this is one of the door that I built. These little things flip over, and you can open it up. As you can see, that's my shower over there. I turn on the lights. Let me turn it off now. Now you can access all the stuffs here, and you know, so you can just access them inside the trailer and move stuff around without getting out. So that's that. And further down we have the get on. So all my electrical controls are here. So I have this eBay switchboards that they use for like lights, LED lights for your light bars and things like that for trucks and Jeeps. I use that. It's, you know, it shows me the voltage. Right now it's 12.4. There's a cigarette lighter connector here, and USB connectors over there. And over here I have a small smoke detector in case this thing gets on fire. I hope not, but you know, also it detects carbon monoxide. So I do have a little heater that I use. So that's that. And all these remotes, they're all velcroed on there, right? They all have velcros in the back. I just velcro them on there. They don't fall off and they stay in place, right? So this is my Frigidaire AC. It's a small AC. It uses about 400 watts of power. I can run them, you know, for at least 8 hours with no issues. Of course, if the sun is out, my solar panel supposedly, you know, it can help run this AC without the need of battery power. So over here, this is the switchboard for my inverter. I just turn them on like that. Right, it provides power to everything. As you can see, my AC get powered on, and it automatically shuts off when the voltage gets too low. And haven't seen it shut off yet, so which is good. And this is just another, you know, board that it's flush mounted, which is nice, so it can plug in all the different appliances that I use. Right now I'm charging. I charge my laptop, run my this my heating pad, or it works pretty well, nice and cozy at night without even using my heater. So last night it was about 40 degrees outside. I used that, and conjunction with the Mr. Body heater, I turn it on for 15-20 minutes, and then I shut it off because it gets too damn hot in here. It reaches about like 85 degrees last night, which is like difficult to breathe for me, so I had to shut it off. But used that, and had a pretty good sleep. So moving down, I have this little mosquito lights or any bug lights. You can turn them on. Let's see, and it attracts all the bugs because the doors are wide open and there's bugs flying in. Once I close it, I see bugs flying all over my face, so I use that to catch them all, and it works pretty well. This little thing, I got it from Lowe's, just hold my stuff on, my wallet and things like that. Alright, so must be surprising what these are. This is actually my portable toilet. This is not where it should go, supposedly, because it was pretty cold last night and had to do my business. So since I'm by myself today, I just brought it in, and didn't want to go outside to my shower tent over there, where's my bathroom supposed to be. I just came in here and did my business. And it's very nice. It has 3 gallons of water, holds 5 gallons of junk, and you can flush them on top, and it's pretty nice. It doesn't smell. You can open and close all of the opening, so it keeps the smell out. So up here is my air purifier. I do have some allergy issues that I need the air purifier to kind of keep the all the pollens and things, and all the rest of it smell out. So this one works pretty well. So down there, so I have this netting. Focus, come on. So this nettings, they're actually for cars, and then I just screw them to the wall. They're pretty nice, holding stuff in place. I have 4 of them, and over there I actually have a foldable cup holder. They fold down, holds my cup in place while I'm watching a movie. Very nice, and I can unfold them so they get out of the way. And up here, okay, those are actually 2 Skylights, and they are dome shaped. I can watch the night sky when I'm sleeping. I can lay down, I can see everything outside. It's pretty nice. Well, they're not really too insulated, so lots of cold are actually coming from there. And so LED lights up here, I have 5 of them. I have up here 1, there, and then 3 of them over there. So my bed, let's talk about my bed. My bed is actually a regular Amazon basic bed. They're 14 inches tall. So I do have quite a bit of storage underneath. As you can see, I fit lots of things here. So including my water tank, which is all the way back there, 33 gallons of water tank, and my battery box, which is all the way back there. 245 amp hour battery. Lasts me a long time, tell you what. And that curtain, it's a little ugly color, but that's kind of like a blackout curtain. You open that up and you can't really see from outside what you're doing in there. And so that screen over there is where my wireless camera is connected to. I can turn it off, and then at night it turns to those infrared camera, is what you call it, yeah. And I can switch around channels to see everything going on outside. And up here, it's another bigger netting that holds my smaller pillow and things like that. And here, this is actually homemade foldable table. This thing just folds out, and then that chain actually hooks up to up there, and it becomes a really nice table. And I just sit there, and if it's really windy, I can eat right here in the trailer. And that's another table that I have. That's for computers. It's a bed, a computer desk for the bed. For, you know, when you're laying down, you just put it there and put your computer on there. And that's my Mr. Buddy, Mr. Heater, portable buddy. And this thing gets damn hot. Tell you what, it's, you know, I put those 1 pound propane in there, and I turn it on for 20 minutes, and it's freaking really hot in here. I had to shut it off. So that's pretty much it for my bed. And over here, a bunch of clothes hangers, flashlights, things like that, miscellaneous. And this side, more storage. This is where I keep my clothes, so I can access them inside the trailer. There's actually, let me see if I can turn on the light here. Now remember, all the compartments have lights, and so I can turn them on and off. Where's the light at? Alright, there it is. Okay, more electrical stuff. I keep my water hose. There's a bunch of empty rooms that I'm not using. But clothes are fairly light, so I can put them in the bag without, you know, affecting too much of the balance of the trailer. So that locks it in place. And there you go, that's inside. Let's move on. Alright, so after you get out, that's how it looks. Pretty nice, pretty nice. And now over here I have another camera, I have a spotlight, and also another camera, so I can check out what the hell is going on outside at night. And down here is where my water, how my water comes out. Now the water is connecting to the water heater as well as this, so I can, you know, turn on and just use that. Water comes out. When I don't need it, I unscrew this, I put the cap on, and off we go. So now I still keep the military light. You know, I just wire those up for my trailer lights up there, and so it's I have many lights out in the back, so people hopefully don't crash into me. Alright, so up here you can see one solar panels, another one's over there. Now I can walk on this, no problem. It holds me up very well. So up here, this is like more like a military theme color, and I put a star here, and you know, the coloring. Actually, a funny story, I got the coloring from Lowe's. It's 5 gallons tank for a gallon tank for like $5 because somebody bought this paint and never used it, and it kind of matched what I was looking for, so I just got it. And then I built this thing out of a budget, and you know, I didn't have great money to spend. As you can see, the paint is not perfect, nor is the wood. The woods are not sanded, so I kind of had to patch a lot of stuff up, but I did the best as I can, and it came out okay, I would say. But maybe in the future I'll do some fiberglass paint or just regular ones. So here is my water fill up. I just open this up, and then I unscrew a cap, and then I can start filling up the water. Now it's 33 gallons, so it does last me quite a bit. So what do I have here? So this is where all my miscellaneous stuff, my rice cooker, I'm Asian, so I do eat rice, and some wipes, right, baby wipes, and also those disinfectant wipes I use to clean up stuff. My dishwasher soap, okay, And oh, stop recording for whatever reason. Alright, so my dishwasher stuff and my all the drinks and water and stuff like that all comes in here. And I do keep, you know, my tow mirrors, bottles. That's my water filter over there that filters out the water. I do have a fire extinguisher up here and a small portable vacuum to clean up the things if I make a mess. And that's how the water lines go, right? Very simple. Down here, same idea. I keep all my propane lines and things like that in here. So it's really good to have this small storage so I can put your junk and whatever stuff you don't need up here. So over here it's still the steps help me to climb up there. And up here I have all my food. So I actually came up with this idea. Instead of building a shelf, I actually used this metal shelf from Lowe's that you just stack them together, and it works very well because the reason is I have a light up there, and then if I have a shelf, the light's not gonna go through it, and it's only gonna light up the first shelf. So I use this, and it kind of lit up everything, which is pretty nice. I do have one light here and another one back there. You can see it back there. So there's all my bottle holders, and there's all stainless steel bottles, so you know they don't crack. And my all the cooking essentials, things like that. Pots and pans, spoon, forks, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So down here, what do I have? Down here I actually have the grill, and I actually have this Coleman 2-burner stove, and I put that in there as well. It fits in nice perfectly, and that's my second propane tank. And so overall, don't really know how much money I spent on this thing. I would estimate roughly $6,000, maybe a little over $6,000. So it's I have not I have never done carpentry in my life. It's my first time really working with plywoods and things like that. I am pretty handy with things, but this is the first time building it, so it's experience, and it's a very fun project that I built. And the next step is definitely to lighting things up. I going to thinking about changing those axle out and also the tires out. It might lose a rugged look, but at least it will be easier on the tow vehicle. And this thing, Jeep's, this is a '99 Jeep Grand Cherokee I bought for $500. I had to rebuild the engine, but this thing struggles to tow up the hill, for sure. I mean, in the mountains, I put it into 4-low, and it tows fine. But definitely on the highway, it's not so fun. It has to frequently downshift and to go. And so what else do I have? Oh yeah, Wi-Fi situation. So I actually have this Wii Boost, a signal booster. I connected to my Jeep at all time, so I can use the booster signal. It's connected to my work phone, and my work phone is Verizon. Thankfully, Verizon has somewhat signal here, and I use that as a hotspot. And so I do have some Wi-Fi. I can talk to people, at least people know I'm alive out in the woods. So that's pretty much it. And the trailer, when I got it, it's had quite a bit of issues. The brake didn't work. It The surge brake was completely junk. It was filled with water. I have to replace the master cylinder, the little strut, well, not the strut, the shock for the hitch itself. I replaced those, and I have to get new rubber lines connected to the brake line and bleed all the brake, and brake is working pretty well so far. So that's pretty much it, guys. This is my home built M101 A3 military trailer camper version. Let me know what you think, and comment, and let me know if you want me to go through specific details on the watering, how the water system works or electrical system works, and things like that. But thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.